I'm from Hutchinson, Minnesota in McLeod County. And so while I didn't grow up on a dairy farm, it was in third grade that I started leasing my first Jersey calf. And after that, fell in love with helping on the farm and working with all the animals to learn what goes into producing some of my favorite dairy products. My work on the farm and helping with the show heifers kind of fueled my passion for being an advocate for Minnesota's dairy farmers and telling the story of not only the farm where I work, but how the dedication that goes into producing healthy, wholesome dairy products. This year has been so exciting, representing all 1,800 of Minnesota's dairy farms and farm families. In June alone, I had 23 different appearances across the state of Minnesota and traveled 2,400 miles to a variety of events, from county fairs to breakfast on the farms. It has been so much fun going to school visits and visiting classrooms of children that were full of burning questions on where their favorite dairy products come from, and visiting different dairy farms at breakfast on the farm events and other Dairy Days celebrations throughout the summer. The butter sculptures start as about 90 pounds of butter, one big block of 90 pounds of butter, and we take all of that butter home. As the sculpture is being made, the scraps are being put into 5-gallon pails, and so at the state fair, as soon as my butter sculpture was done, I took home 2 5-gallon pails of butter. In addition, the entire butter sculpture came, and I have a freezer with just the sculpture in my basement at home. I have used up most of the butter scraps. I used them at Christmas and Thanksgiving time for some holiday baking and made some garlic and herb butter, and I haven't quite decided how I'm going to use the butter sculpture itself. My favorite dairy products are ice cream. Ice cream's definitely up there and a favorite, especially this time of year in the summer. And I also love cheese and finding different ways to pair cheese with different meals and foods that I make. Outside of my role as Princess K, I will be a junior at the University of Minnesota in the Twin Cities, where I'm studying agricultural business and agricultural communications and marketing. While I haven't quite narrowed down what I'd like to do after college, I know I want to continue working with farmers and working on behalf of farmers to continue my passion for advocacy for not only the dairy community, but agriculture as a whole. Putting myself back in the shoes of this year's 10 finalists, I'm sure they're all excited and a little bit nervous, but looking forward to the judging process ahead and getting to know one another as they near coronation, and looking forward to what state fair will hold for each of them, and for one of the young ladies, a full busy year ahead.